So this is the bottom shelf, and I'm actually gonna move all this just for a minute. Is this even in the right order? Now it is. The first 3 seasons of Community, because Dan Harmon is awesome, and I love Dan Harmon's work, and I flat out love Community. It's probably one of my favorite shows the last couple years. Excuse me, I can't tell if that's a yawn or what's going on, if my throat doesn't want to work with me or something. Let's see. This is something I got my hands on recently, and it's completely all of new Doctor Who, actually, I almost said except for, all of new Doctor Who, starting with the movie, the 1996 movie, because I love that. Paul McGann is my first Doctor, easily, and I love his version of the Doctor, so I had to own that movie. And I really hope that the rumors about him coming back for the anniversary are true. I mean, and I have everything from the specials to both parts of Series 7. So, yeah. Just move all this out of the way. As you can see, if I can get in there. Come on. Jack of All Trades, which is another awesome Bruce Campbell show. I have Buffy Series 7 and Buffy Series 6. I don't remember when I ended up buying Series 7. I think it's just because I wanted to see how the show ended. I would love to get my hands on the complete collection one of these days. But Season 6 is possibly one of my favorite seasons. See, I'm talking like a Brit. No offense to my British watchers or British friends. I just mean because we call them seasons as opposed to series for some reason. But yeah, as I was saying, Season 6 of Buffy as well as Angel Season 5 are 2 of my favorite seasons on television ever, and probably some of the best character development for Spike in general. And Spike is so awesome in both of those seasons. I have Flight of the Conchords, because who wouldn't have Flight of the Conchords? Clerks, the animated series. The Muppet Show, Season 1. I haven't got the rest of the seasons yet. Supernatural, the first season, because I'm slowly building up my Supernatural collection. I know they're about to go into Season 9. I have the first season of Bleach. I have some Simpsons, the Treehouse of Horror, as well as the complete 4th season, which is one of the best seasons. And as you already saw, huge fan of the Dresden Files, so had to get the TV show. And before anyone gives me any crap, I did like the TV show, but I don't get some of the choices they made. And I also have the complete original Family Guy volume, as well as all of Titus, because Titus was awesome. I don't know how Fanboys ended up down here. Fanboys, Reservoir Dogs, and The Newest Pledge. The Newest Pledge is a movie that my buddy worked on. My buddy Sean, who I stay with whenever I go to New York. He's beyond awesome, and the movie is really fun. It is. It's a lot of fun. It has Jason. Who's in this? Now that I'm thinking of it, it's Jason Mewes. It's Kevin Nash, Mindy Sterling, Andy Milonakis. They're all in it. Anyways, back to seasons. I have the Stewie Griffin Untold Story movie, as well as Blue Harvest, the Family Guy special, Heroes Season 1, Stargate Season 9, and then the two Stargate movies, because for whatever reason I haven't finished that part of my collection with all of Stargate. I have The Middleman, the Collect series, because who doesn't love The Middleman? Actually, a lot of you, because it got cancelled from its first season, because no one watched it. Watch it now, people. Maybe we can get it back. I got Digimon. Hell yeah. Greg the Bunny. All of Greg the Bunny. Yay! Because Dan Milano is awesome. And Dan Milano, because of how much I love Greg the Bunny, was one of those first people I really sought out after for the podcast. And he was so fun to talk to. And down below I have Dogma, Lost, Chasing Amy. I just realized they have to be somewhere around the house. In fact, I know they're somewhere around the house, but I have a whole bunch of Kevin Smith stuff. I just don't know where I put it. I have Invader Zim, the full series. Hercules Season 4, which is the best season out of the whole thing. Samurai X, Batman the Animated Series, and yeah, that's pretty much except for the Kevin Smith stuff that I'm missing right now for some reason. That is my full DVD collection, and a whole bunch of different stuff. So hopefully it all shows up pretty good on camera. But my collection is nowhere near done either, because like I usually pick up stuff pretty cheap via like eBay and that kind of stuff during auctions, but I'm very selective about the stuff that I collect. And speaking about the stuff that I collect, let me actually go into another segment for this one, so I will be right back. It's twice now that I've had to restart because something dropped. This was the PAX East program last year, and I'm really looking forward to going back to PAX this year, because PAX is awesome. And I really like slowly getting into gaming journalism more and more. I got an email earlier in the day about reviewing something that I'm looking forward to. And this... Oh, actually, let me show you the big book first, because this is how I store everything. This is one of... why can't I think of his name right now? This is one of collections of sketchbooks that Sean Galloway does. You know, he's also known as Cheeks. He was the guy that did the right before Ultimate Spider-Man, the all the artwork for the cartoon right before Ultimate Spider-Man. But it's a fantastic sketchbook, and in the back it actually holds a Deadpool Tim Seeley sketch that I own, which was one of the first sketches that I ever got, and it's definitely a prized possession. One of these days I'll probably get it framed. But yeah, as I was about to say, this is my huge collection of sketchbooks, and some sketches are in there. I have everything from, like, as you can see up front is Eric Powell, Fabian Moon and Gabriel Ba, Joe Eisma. Two in the back are both Ethan Van Sciver sketchbooks, Terry Moore, Jim Chung, trying to think of who else I have, Ryan Otley. So many different, because I love sketchbooks, and I collect sketchbooks, so like whenever I see an artist at a con that has a sketchbook, if I can afford it, I usually get a sketchbook because they're really cool stuff. And yeah, it's just one of those minor things in my collection that I really like getting. And actually, I'm gonna finish putting this back real fast, and as I do, I'm gonna point the camera this way, and I'm going to continue talking to you guys, just so it's at least a tiny bit not awkward. But I will show you, since we're talking about all this convention stuff. Just slip that back in there. You can see my hands, Ashen style. These are... Yeah, as I almost fall over. This manila envelope that you just saw me take everything out of holds... Oh crap. This is not good. I've lost it all. Crap. Give me a second, guys, sorry. I might cut this out in editing. Probably won't, though. The manila envelope that I just pulled out holds every single lanyard that has a badge attached to it from every single convention that has given me a badge that I've attended so far. So, yeah, let me see if you can see. Oh! They all usually have my name on it or something special on it. And I even have a BPRD badge, which is kind of awesome. Because I participated in a BPRD event during New York Comic Con 2 years ago now. This is my latest one from this year's Boston Comic Con. And yeah, those are my collection of badges and lanyards that I hold on to because they're awesome in general. Why would you ever throw something like that away? But yeah, so I'm going to put those away. If I can fit them back in the bag. Come on. But yeah, I keep them in this very cool little manila folder envelope thing. And as you could see by those sketchbooks, I know I didn't take them out, but they are a pain in the neck to put back away anyways. That's the only reason I didn't take them out. I have so many different sketches. So, this next little segment is actually probably going to be the last. Oh, actually, since we got a tiny bit further before I get to what's right next to it, this is, just want to show you guys this real fast because this is more sentimental than anything to me, but, this little guy, I don't know if you can tell. Here, let me, pick him up, show you the, craftsmanship. This little guy was something made for me when I was a little kid by my grandfather, who is sadly no longer with us, but made this for me when I was a little kid, and I've had him probably since I was like 6 or 7, I want to say, and he's beyond cool. He's probably one of the coolest things that I own, and I will easily always say that, but, sorry, I'm picking stuff up that fell, but yeah, he is super cool. Rawr. Rawr. It's just something I absolutely love and will always hold on to for pretty much as long as I'm alive, so yeah. With that out of the way, I will jump over to the next little segment, which is going to be the last part of the collection, which, as you can see and you've seen in previous videos, is my comic book filing cabinet. But I'll show you what's above it first, so I will start with something, since we still got like a little over a minute on this one. Move my business cards real fast. I'm sure those that actually own this will know exactly what it is. But this was sent to me after doing a podcast interview with a very cool friend, Dan Wallace, who is the writer of said book. But let me show you. Yep, the Book of Sith, which is just beyond cool. I'm really looking forward to the new book that comes out in October. The Bounty Hunter Guide, which looks beyond fantastic, and hopefully I'll get Dan back on the podcast at that point. But just wanted to show that off real fast because it's super cool. I'll show you what else is on the top of the filing cabinet at the beginning of this next part. So, we'll see you guys in just a minute. Alright guys, I am back and trying to fix this real fast. There we go. It was kind of loose, so it was moving around there. Next, I wanted to get through all this stuff because it's a whole bunch of like programs and stuff from like this was my first New York Comic Con. It's another New York Comic Con, another New York. I didn't get a program last year now that I'm thinking about it. But it's given The Gutters by Ryan Somer. Am I saying that right? I always get his last name wrong. But it's given this by him when we were talking 2 New Yorks ago, because it's The Gutters, his webcomic, because he's a fellow webcomic guy and a huge inspiration to me. This was the Champion City Comic Con program, and one of the reasons I have a couple copies of it is because I just lost everything again. But yeah, as I was saying, one of the reasons I have so many 2 of these is because it was first time we printed, if I can get to it, come on, printed a New Comic Day anywhere else pretty much, and it's good. It's a really cool, simple program, and I'm gonna go pick all that stuff up. I'll be right back.